He may not have been in Buffalo for a long time, but Bills fans remember how great it was having James Lofton on this team. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Billievers Talk. My name is Joe, and welcome to another Hall of Fame series edition of Billievers Talk, where we are taking a look at every single Pro Football Hall of Famer that had ever played football for the Buffalo Bills. Again, thank you for joining me. My name is Joe. If you're new to this channel, if you're just catching on, again, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. Like this video. After you like this video, go back and check out the other Hall of Fame series videos we've done so far. And while you're here, hit that notification bell as well. You will notify you when we put out new content, whether it be this Hall of Fame series or we continue to talk about Buffalo sports. You want to make sure you hit that notification bell and leave a comment. Let me know what you think or thought of James Lofton, wide receiver formerly of the Buffalo Bills. Again, James Lofton only spent a few seasons of his long NFL career with the Buffalo Bills, but definitely made an impact while he was there. But let's talk about James Lofton before his NFL career. James Lofton, wide receiver, 6'3", 192 pounds, went to college at Stanford University, and then he was drafted 6th overall by the Green Bay Packers. So a first-round draft pick by the Green Bay Packers, and that's where he spent a majority of his career. Okay, he spent 16 seasons in the league, and again, most of those with the Green Bay Packers, 9 years with the Packers to be exact. He was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2003, and if you are a Buffalo Bills fan, which if you're watching this channel, I'm guessing that you are, that was a big year for the Buffalo Bills when it came to the Hall of Fame class, because the Buffalo Bills had another big name Hall of Famer join James Lofton in the Hall of Fame, and that's Joe DeLamielleure, former Buffalo Bills player, who we will be covering next week on our Hall of Fame edition as the Hall of Fame train keeps going. Again, we've done every single Hall of Famer up to this point, and we're going to do every single one after. So you figure the first one he did was O.J. Simpson, went to Billy Shaw, had the privilege of having an interview with Billy Shaw. To make sure you check out both of those videos. Very good stuff. Did Marv Levy. Then last week we did Jim Kelly, who threw quite a few balls James Lofton's way. Again, James Lofton was in the NFL for 16 years, had a 16-year NFL career. 8 of those years were Pro Bowl seasons. One with the Buffalo Bills in 1991. So of all those 8 Pro Bowlers, most of them again with the Green Bay Packers. He did have one season in 1991 where he went to the Pro Bowl as a representative for the Buffalo Bills. James Lofton was named first team All-Pro 3 times, all with the Packers in 1980, 81, and 83. And he was a second team All-Pro 4 times. So he was listed as an All-Pro 7 times in his 16-year career. Pretty impressive there. He played with 5 NFL teams overall. He had most of those years with the Green Bay Packers. Spent 9 years with the Packers. In between the Packers and Bills, he did spend 2 years with the Oakland Raiders before he went on to the Buffalo Bills. Spent 4 years with the Bills, and then he split up his last season between the Eagles and the Rams. So that's where you get his 16 years in the NFL. Career stats for James Lofton: played in 233 games, was a starter in 212 of those games, recorded 764 receptions for 14,004 yards. At the time of James Lofton's retirement, that 14,004 yards mark was the highest among any wide receiver up until that point in the NFL. So pretty impressive. Obviously, he's been passed a few times since then as the league becomes more and more pass happy. Definitely a number that's been beat, but still impressive nonetheless. You figure when he called up, the NFL had been around for about 70 years at that point, and for him to have that record, pretty remarkable. And like I said, 75 touchdowns for the Buffalo Bills. You look at his stats again: 4 seasons, with the Buffalo Bills, 1989, 1990, 1991, and 1992. Those were the 4 years he was with the Buffalo Bills. Really a big part of those 4 straight Super Bowl runs. He wasn't there for the last Super Bowl, but was there for the first 3. Very instrumental in getting the Buffalo Bills through the playoffs and helping this team make it to 3 of their 4 Super Bowls. Well, with the Buffalo Bills, played in 59 games, had 46 starts, 151 receptions for 2,736 yards and 21 touchdowns. At the time of his retirement, like I said, he led the league in receiving yards for a career of 14,004 yards, and he still to this day is in the Buffalo Bills record books, holding the record for highest yards per catch out of any wide receiver in Buffalo Bills history with more than 50 receptions. That's right, he had 151 receptions in his year, averaged 18.1 yards per reception. Pretty high number. Now, Robert Foster's higher than that currently. I think Robert Foster's in the 20 range, but he's only had 30 catches for the Buffalo Bills, so he doesn't quite qualify for that category. A couple more wide receivers above him. That's why I made sure to specify anyone with more than 50 receptions for the Buffalo Bills. He holds that record. He was named the 1978 NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year, and he was named to the 1980s All-Decade Team. Those are just some of the accolades for James Lofton during his 16-year NFL career. And like I said, guys, this guy was very instrumental in helping the Buffalo Bills get to 3 of their 4 Super Bowls. Remember, in '89, we also had a decent playoff run as well. But this James Lofton just had a great connection with Jim Kelly. Everyone thought after his time in Green Bay, he was pretty much done, right? Talking about a 9-year career for wide receiver. That's a pretty great career. Went on to Oakland, did not have the same success as he had in Green Bay. And again, after 2 seasons, Oakland moves on. But then he finds Jim Kelly. Then he finds this Buffalo Bills K-gun offense really rejuvenates his career again, making it back to the Pro Bowl in 1991. Just a really good career overall for James Lofton. That's why at the end of it, he did lead the NFL in most receiving yards. Again, now he's currently ranked 12th, so he's still in the top 15 in receiving yards. Again, you talk about a league in the NFL so pass happy. Now it looks like soon Julio Jones will be the next one to surpass him, but still to be in the top 15 after all these years, almost 40 years now after his NFL career, still in the top 15. Pretty impressive, if you ask me, from James Lofton. Again, inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2003 with Joe DeLamielleure, with Marcus Allen, just in a few of the big names that were entered into the Hall of Fame that year, and some of the big names in the NFL overall. In the Hall of Fame, you have to respect the guys who have made their way, who have paid their dues to make it into the NFL, including one, James Lofton. So again, guys, thank you for joining me for this Hall of Fame edition of Believers Talk, where we take a look at all the Buffalo Bills Hall of Famers. Please be sure to join me next week as we take a look at Joe DeLamielleure, who was also inducted in 2003. If you haven't seen the previous videos, make sure to check them out, as we appreciate Buffalo Bills history, as we appreciate some of the best to ever put on an NFL uniform. Thank you for joining me on this edition again. Subscribe, like, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about Buffalo Bills, Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer James Lofton. I look forward to talking to you all soon. Until I do, go Bills.